welcome to my channel, Sabbath Tarot. I'm hoping that you're well, happy, safe. Today I decided to do a very different reading. How do you know that you've met the one? Okay, we're going to talk about this person's personality, qualities, who they are. It's not going to be a super long read. All right, I'm trying to shorten my read so I can, get to my other, projects as well. So we're going to be tapping onto the one. Okay, exciting stuff. So I'm going to be waiting for a few of you to join in, and then we're going to see. It's a very special read. I know it's quite of an intense reading today, okay, because the one is, that means the person that you're going to be ending up with, lifetime partner, someone that you're going to be marrying. All right, I'm still trying to recover from the cold. So if you hear my voice, then it's like, you know, still a little bit sick, trying to get better. Everyone doing well? So nice to see you. How's everyone doing today? So I am in the process of starting a new channel, and I've been thinking the content that I'm going to be making on the new channel is going to be quite different. So I'm going to definitely be posting, in regards to the new channel's information, but most likely I'm going to be posting in regards to relationships. It's going to be like a coaching channel. But if you do have any ideas or if you want me to make specific content, do let me know and I can make it, okay? So let's begin, shall we? Let's begin with Aries and see who's the one. You say you'll be there? That's very sweet. Yeah. I thought of myself, why not? I'll make a individual channel. Hi, Carlos, Victor. How's everyone? Yesterday I made brownies, you guys. Let me see if I can show you. Did I take pictures? I did. Look. It was chef's kiss. It was so good, to be honest with you. Oh, it turned out amazing. Honestly, there's still a few of it left, but it disappeared. It disappeared because it tasted so nice. So let's begin to see what the energy is. We're going to tap onto the one. All right. Actually, I'm going to have to also pick my other set of cards too, because I just realized we might need those as well. Okay, give me a second. All right. Shout out to Sarah. So I don't know if you guys heard, but I made an Amazon wish list. And I already put a couple of different stuff that I, really liked. So technically, you basically add all the stuff that you want. Next thing I know, Sarah got me gifts. So a huge thank you to Sarah. I really appreciate you. I really do. And if any of you are interested in buying me gifts, there's my Amazon wish list on my YouTube page. So you can totally, buy me gifts. I think there's still like a PJ set that I want to get. I think I added like a microphone or something because many of you have been asking, oh, we can't hear you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? Okay. I'm gonna add the microphone. So whoever that wants to get it will get it, if they think that I probably need one. You're probably right. But anyway. You said there was a tarot card said, yes, I haven't gotten those. But definitely I'm excited, I haven't gotten those. I do have to make another Amazon wish list, which is going to be based in US. but with my same address that I have here. So, yeah, anyway. So let's begin your read. All right, let's begin your read to see what the energy is, all right, for each sign. And yeah, I really like going live. I tried to post like videos where I'm not live, but then it just doesn't feel right. I don't know why. It's like I like being live with all of you here. You say Christmas gifting coming. Oh my gosh. I am excited for Christmas. I'm really excited. And I think it just passed so quickly. And to me, this summer really felt long, right? Or is it just me? The summer felt so long for me, you guys. I don't know why. Like, it really felt long. Like, in a nice way, though. Like, I can't imagine that it's autumn already. So, you say it's already fall. I know, which is pretty insane. So, let's see in regards to Aries. Aries to Pisces. I think I let everyone know that I'm live, so, I don't have to worry about it. Um, Aries, how do you know that you've met the one? How do you know that? 2025 to 2027. So I gave you 2 years to meet the one, okay? But do keep in mind, it can be timeless. You can meet them literally anytime. Maybe you've met them already, and I'm just confirming, okay? And if you want to book for a personal, reach out on my website, saboteur.com. All right, there's many options you could choose from. And let's begin to tap onto the one, okay? Who's the one? Who's the one for Aries? That's cute. Yes, I'm using my spirit animal cards for today. Um, First of all, you're gonna love their voice. I think their voice just turns you on. Okay, that's for sure. Like they have a beautiful voice. Some of this person could sing. If they don't, they might speak different languages. All right, they might be from a different background. They're showing up in your reading as an air water sign, but they literally, we're going to clarify. So, more signs might be showing up. It's somebody that might also be a little bit younger than you, or just their energy is very playful. But they're showing me someone with a beautiful voice. Their voice is just a turn on to you. I also think for some of you, this person could come from a different background or be a foreigner, all right, when you meet. Like, as you see, you can see we have the globe energy here. So for some of you, it could be that this person is going to be from somewhere else. Okay. They might have a hard time communicating, though. I think for some of you, this person might have a hard time communicating, or during the course of the connection, communication is something that, could be a very, very important in terms of you two. Like, might be an issue. It's important that you two communicate and express yourselves. Could be somebody that's shy or hesitant also a little bit, like they tend to shy away, but very vulnerable person just in general. So let's see more. Some of you could be, this person, you could be meeting them when you're seeing a lot of birds, or birds could be significant. Let's see in regards to who they are and their personality now. All right. Tell me about their personality. They might be an overthinker. I think when you meet them also, they might be going through some family issues, or for some of you, this could be someone that cares a lot about their family and could be trying to heal their family, all right? Fire energy also is particular in your read. I think they might also have like insecurities when you do connect with them, like insecurities, fears. Could be even talking about someone who overthinks quite a lot in regards to anything that you say. It kind of gets in their head. It's making me think of that song by Billy. If they knew what this said would get stuck in my head, what would they say instead? What song is that? I can't remember the name, but you get what I mean. For some of you, this person could be also in the process of purchasing a house as well when you connect, or there's a chance when you do meet that you're going to move in together. Okay. So tell me more about this connection, Spirit. It's going to be a power couple connection for you. Some of you might even have other fire elements in your chart, like Aries, Leo, Sag, or this person does. It's gonna I think you two are gonna be a power couple. And I also feel like you're gonna do things side by side together all the time. I think it's very important that pride is not in the connection and you have clear communication, basically, is what the spirit is saying. So those two things could be really important, pride and communication. But I think this is somebody who's going to be really, really work focused. Some of you, they could work from home as well, or they're just going to be really focused on earning a lot of money. I think they have great intentions of becoming rich as well. That's something you're going to realize. They could be blonde, okay? Your person could be blonde, or you are. You take it as it resonates, but it's showing up as light colored hair. If not, it could talk about maybe highlights. Maybe somebody has light colored eyes, okay? Green, blue. You take it as it resonates. Again, I'm either channeling you or your person, but it's a beautiful energy, beautiful connection. Tell me more in regards to where it's going to go. You might recreate with this person. You might actually um, reproduce, like, not only are you going to be moving in together, but I also see you having kids with this person. And for some of you, I'm hearing the kids are going to look like you. So I don't know if you're the woman watching, but there's a high chance that the kid could be looking like you. You could be even male, and this might resonate with you, right? Um, but the outcome of this card is showing up as you two being together and, reproduction energy. So giving birth. And again, some of you, your person might come from a different background, like European energies showing up, Switzerland, Eastern Europe, Middle Eastern. There's a different background in your reading that's showing up, like Latino. It could be anywhere, but I just feel like they're different than you. Okay. But it's a beautiful connection. And I think when you meet them, family is quite of an important thing in their life. Like they care a lot about family. They care a lot about traditions. This is somebody that also um they like to resolve things, they don't like it when something is just unsaid, or um when there's conflict and it's just, unresolved. I think this is somebody who really likes like resolving things on time, and everything being calm and everything being peaceful. So that could be significant. Somebody could be dealing with an enneagram 1 or 9, okay, but you take it as it is. This could be you or them. So that's the energy that I got. Is there any other messages that you want to tell me? I want to use my angel spread. I don't know why. Okay, I really want to do like an angel spread for you. So I'm going to go ahead and see what wants to come through. Give me just 1 second because I'm going to go and take them. So we're going to basically see what this connection, has in store for you. I love that. So you have the successful completion card. I think for a lot of you, what this means is basically you're going to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true together. And you might also have the same pretty much goals or visions as well, and dreams that you're going to achieve. And it might lead to marriage, all right? This connection. It's a beautiful connection. And I think the spark between you two and then the attraction is going to be also very long term. So it's beautiful. Somebody number 21 could be very significant. This also could be talking about, again, air energy as well as water is very significant. Color blue also could be a very significant color for some of you, all right? Maybe somebody's favorite color, somebody's car, all right? You take it as it resonates. But it's a beautiful energy, all right? So a lot of achievements through this connection, a lot of power. I love that. Maybe you two are even going to get a house together, car, whatever, but a lot of purchases, accomplishments, and a happy couple. So, successful one. Let's move forward to do Taurus and see what the energy is. I like to read. Let's tap onto Taurus and see who's the one. Who's the one, Taurus? Who's the one for you? Should you like this? I really like this reading. Let's tap onto Taurus. It's going to be a long reading. You guys, you know what I've realized? I've been trying to do my research, and based on my understanding, no other channel has these amount of trolls that I do. All right. This amount of trolls is just, the level of it is just uncanny to me. Like, I've never seen these many trolls on a live. Like, trust me, I've done my research. I've been trying to, do my research on other channels. I have not seen these many trolls all at once. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me. It's just insane to me. So, I don't know if it's because I'm younger. I don't know if it's because, I'm a woman. I have no idea. But it's pretty insane. So, let's do Taurus. Taurus, what's going on with you? Thank you, Angela. If you want to book for a personal, reach out on my website, saboteur.com. And let's see. Taurus, what's going on in regards to you? Who's the one? Who's the one for you, Taurus? Let's see. Who's the one? Ooh. Okay. So, right off the bat, I think this is someone who's going to be the reason why you're going to leave a very dark cycle behind. Like, they're going to be the catalyst of a new cycle. When they enter your life, when you connect with them on a very intimate level, you're going to instantly enter a new cycle. And some of you, it's funny because I feel like when you're with this person and connecting with them, everything else is going to kind of be blurry in a way that you might be getting exclusive very fast with them. You might kind of see other people differently. They might have Scorpio somewhere in their chart. Water energy, earth is coming through in your read. Very intense person though. Very, very intense. Virgo is also here. It's somebody that's very protective of themselves, could be very private. They might have siblings, especially a brother, or they might, have siblings, or you do. Could be somebody that's brunette or has very dark hair. Either it's you, again, your energy, or theirs. I could be just meeting, tapping onto your energy or theirs. I also feel like they could be kind of defensive. When you connect with them, you're going to see that they take things personally quite easily. And, water signs do have that behavior as well. I think this person's here to protect you. Like, when you're with them, one thing you're going to realize is your energy is being protected. You're being able to focus on what it is you want to focus on with a sense of calmness because you don't have to worry, about certain things. So maybe this person could even provide for you. All right. There's a chance that they might even like take you um, under their wing, like take care of you, is what I heard. So it's truly a beautiful energy. They're showing up as very intense, possessive, even jealous at times. It's somebody that has their own rules and could be a little bit strict as well. So let's tap onto your energy a little bit more to see who this is. I'm starting to have to use my other cards. Ah, okay, I'm back. Tell me more about who's the one. For some of you, could be someone that also is very marriage minded. They might want to get married to you. They might want to move in with you, quite similar to Aries reading as well. I think one thing else you're going to realize is they give their all to a situation once they commit. Okay, so it's not a quitter. It's not somebody who's a quitter, but they go all the way. Um, I think when you two do connect, also somebody could be going through a court situation, or there's a chance that, a court situation could be coming to an end. But I really feel like in regards to this person and you have a very magnetic attraction. So let's see in regards to where this connection is going to go and the compatibility, everything else. Wow. Oh my gosh. Ah! I love that. I think strong water. It's someone that is going to bring a lot of success to you. I think you two are going to inspire each other quite a lot. I think this is the type of connection where you two might even start up a business together or work together. Um, I also feel like for some of you, there's a lot of traveling in regards to this connection. You might travel a lot when you're with them. There's a lot of sleeping energy as well. So there's a chance your person might be very cuddly or they might want to sleep in, which is, again, water signs are kind of like that. Tell me a little bit more about their personality, though. Tell me about their personality. Yeah. Defensive. It's like you say something, you're like, oh, why did you say that? It's still in my head. Like after a week, they're still thinking about what you said last time. Um, Defensive, guarded. When you even meet them, they might be kind of like this, They might be a little bit of a guarded person when you meet them. So tell me in regards to this person a little bit more, and then we're going to move forward. Yeah, didn't I say Virgo? There you go. I think this person, as much as they could be kind of strict on things, from some aspects, it's a good thing. I think they could be very careful. This could be somebody that also, it's like they make sure, like they double check things. Let's say they double check that the door is locked. Like at some point, you're going to realize they're kind of neurotic. You know what I'm saying? But I also think it's somebody that's very loyal. That's one thing you're going to realize about them. They really, really, really admire fidelity and loyalty. And that's something beautiful about them. I think throughout the course of this connection, you're going to realize they really are trying to have you in check. They're trying to test you to see how much you actually have feelings for them, whether you're loyal. And yeah, that's something that might be important, like jealousy around that or possessiveness, like making sure you're not talking to someone else or, they keep you in check. I don't know why I keep hearing that, but that's what I heard. I also feel like for some of you, in regards to the future, you're going to be a part of their family and vice versa. And there's a chance, like I said, you could work together or you might build a house together. Okay. So that's how beautiful this connection is going to be. Like you might even like start to invest in different properties together, or you might be able to have a house together. All right. And grow. But it's a beautiful energy. You want to tell me about their job or anything? I think for some of you, this person could be into finance. Um, they could work with a lot of customers or clients for their work as well. Or they could send out contracts, is what I heard. They know they meet a lot of people through work. So that's how you're gonna know who this is. They work, with people, and they might travel also there for their work. So that's how you're gonna know. Letters E, R, S, V, L, as well as H and T, and C could be significant for you. All right, and N. S is very significant, but somebody could have double letters as well within their name. So that's your read. That's your read. Let's move forward. Thank you, Judio, for that super chat. Let's move forward to do Gemini and see what the energy is. Thank you, Tina. We're going to tap onto Gemini. In case the reading there resonates, do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And let's see. Hi, April. How are my members doing? I really like this read. You know, I'm made for love reads. I'm such a Cancer for that. I'm made for love reads. All right. Are we ready? In case the reading there resonate, do like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button for you, girl. And let's move forward. You guys, I've been getting emails about people wanting to like sponsor and stuff or work with me. Actually, I did tell you that a very big psychic company reached out, right? A couple of months ago. And then again, I think it was last week when they reached out to me again, but I don't wanna collab with no one because, you know, it's so funny because I think I told you when I was like, you know, little, like when I was like way younger, I'd see this website pop up and I would be like, oh my gosh, look, like so many psychics, they doing this and that. I wonder what it's like. And now they reach out to me and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like, this probably was not on my bingo list, which is pretty cool, I think, you know, for it to happen. But yeah, hi V. How are you, V, doing? So nice to see you. You say you shouldn't, you're successful anyway. Yeah, I also thought the same thing, I think. Do you guys see the reflection of the flowers? That's really cute. Um, you say a partnership should be equally beneficial to both parties. Yeah, exactly. I didn't think that what they were offering was quite, you know, because mostly these big companies are only thinking about themselves, and usually when there's an individual, you know, who's worked hard, they're way up hard, like me, like I really worked my way up. I didn't get any help with my channel. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm good. I'd rather like collab with another individual. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Thank you, Jaretta. Priya. Hi, Priya. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Um, basically. So let's move forward to do Gemini. Gemini, what's going on with you? How are you gonna know that they're the one for you? It was just interesting to see them reach out, you know, like 2 times, and I'm like, oh, I don't really. Hey, Tommy. How you doing, Tommy? Haven't seen you in a while. Hi, Sarah. Everyone doing well? You say I'm also a strong-minded individual that would possibly clash being told something you may not like. I'm very actually open to different opinions, you know. I get a lot of bullies on my channel when I'm live. I get a lot of trolls. I get a lot of people writing, you know, comments about me, even outside of YouTube, but I never pay attention to it. Um, you know, because I'm here to channel messages and I'm here to speak truth, right? So that's what I'm here to do. I'm very, you know, certain and, you know, like strong minded about speaking the truth. Everything else I couldn't care less about. But my audience is very important to me. The people that follow me, people that look up to me, people that come to me for advice, you know. But I've been seeing some crazy stuff written about me, and that I'm just like, what are you talking about? You're like, you don't even know me, all right? People will be writing crazy stuff about me here and there, and I'm like, where'd this come from? I just started showing my face not so long ago, and already it started. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so let's move forward. Thank you, Shraddha. How are you doing, my sweetie? Okay, let's see for Gemini. Gemini, let's do your read. Yeah, and young, I agree. All right. Gemini, who are you dealing with? Gemini, how are you going to know that they're the one for you? Let's see, in regards to 2025 to 2027. How are you going to, some of you might already know this person. I don't know, I just heard in my head. But, and with the reflection of the flower, I just noticed, some of you, this person could bring you flowers. Maybe it's talking about how admiring they're going to be when they deal with you. So we'll see in regards to this connection. Who's this person? How do you know that they're the one for you? How do you know? Oh, right. Dragonfly and the swan. I think there's a chance when you two meet each other that you're going to be stuck like glue. I think this is somebody that's very communicative. They're showing up as an air water sign. They might have these within their chart. They listen to you. They really are a great listener, but also the communication's just going to flow between you two. Like, it's a connection where you two communicate very well. You might call each other a lot, text each other a lot, check in with each other a lot. There's just a lot of, energy between you two is what I get. And to be honest with you, you really deserve someone like that because you like to talk, you know? You like somebody stimulating you. Um, some of you, there's a chance you might unexpectedly meet them. Could be on an app that you meet them or when you're traveling unexpectedly. Because dragonflies, thank you, Katie, for that super chat. Katie Tran or Kathy, thank you, honey, for that. The thing with dragonflies is I don't know if you've ever seen a dragonfly move, but they move in a very interesting way. And it's like they're determined and then they're not, and then they're determined, and then, it's like kind of like without a sense of direction. So for some of you, there's a chance you might meet them unexpectedly, especially if you're just roaming around, if you're going out, if you're just, bored and you get on an app, let's say, there's a chance you might meet them out of nowhere. So keep your options open. Also specific, I mean, when do dragonflies come out? I actually have to search this, but I'm assuming it's happening around summertime. So summertime could be significant. Some of you, February also could be very significant. I can tell you also that this connection is going to be very, very monogamous. Like it's somebody that's going to be very, I think they're going to be very hyper aware of the connection, and they're going to also be very super conscious you're loyal to them or not. I think for a lot of you throughout the course of this connection, especially at the beginning, they're going to really question whether you're loyal to them. They're going to really question whether you're all theirs. So it's somebody that is anxious, they get stressed, they're not sure. Okay. It's somebody that stresses. They get stressed out because of you. So we'll see more about this person. They might be an artist for some of you. They might, do some kind of an artistic work. So that could be significant, or it's you. But it's somebody that might have also been single for a very long time and very picky and selective. Some of you might even hear that this person um, left a lot of connections or cut off a lot of people just because they didn't want to continue those connections. That's something you're going to notice. Anything else you want to tell me about this connection? Yeah, yeah, again, artist energy. For some of you, could be someone that's going to really be romantic throughout the connection. Like they're going to bring you flowers, they're going to do small little gestures. I even feel like for some of you, this person could be a little bit younger than you. If not, it's just talking about how playful this connection is going to be, right? Um, I love your cards. Look at your cards. Look at them cards. So it's talking about a connection where you two are going to really put each other on a pedestal. Like you both shine. It's so funny. I was watching a reel of this actress and she was like, "Oh, you know, each relationship only one person gets to shine and there's only one star in a relationship." And I was like, "Such BS she's talking about." Like and she was like, "Oh my god, I want to be the star." And like relationships work both ways for and there's two people. And I was just going to say in your read that when you connect with this person, you both are going to be shining really bright and you're going to be helping each other shine. That's how a relationship, at least a healthy relationship, works, right? And I was like, what the hell is she talking about? Um, and I think for some of you, this connection might even actually lead to marriage, lead to having a kid as well, having children together. Either someone already has or you two will, but definitely there's going to be pregnancy, okay? So that's something I definitely see. Um, and it's someone that likes to bring things to you. Like, they bring food to you, they bring, I don't know, coffee to you. They want to help you out whenever you're sick, they take care of you. It's just a very helping person. Anything else you want to tell me about this person, the outcome of this connection? One thing else I'm going to tell you for some of you, this person at times might get very, very sensitive about you. And when I say that, what I mean is they don't like quarrels, they don't like arguments, but at times your arguments could be really heated. And I think the reason is because sometimes you miscommunicate, all right? Sometimes you might pick on each other without even knowing what you're doing. So it's very important to not provoke this person, especially if like you know how sometimes you know how to push somebody's buttons. The spirit is saying if you deal with this person, it's very important that you don't do that. Even if at times there's arguments, try to communicate in a very calm tone. So some of you might even like feel like there's similarities between this person and a parent of yours or vice versa. Like they might tell you look like their mother or their father or someone like that. Any other messages do you want to tell me in regards to this person and the connection? Yeah, I love your read. I really do. You're gonna have crazy sex, by the way. You're gonna have crazy intimacy, strong fire energy. I think for a lot of you, you might also like be very kinky, like both of you. You might, be unlocking new doors to like certain things you didn't even know you were attracted. Just saying. Okay. So this is a connection that it's not going to get boring when you two are together. And something tells me that for some of you, even if there are going to be arguments, I think you're going to get back to each other very fast because of the chemistry. And hopefully somebody doesn't get turned on by arguing. Some people are like that, Some people get turned on when they argue. Fire signs do that actually, are kind of like that at times. But somebody, the spirit is saying this is a connection. If there is any kind of like disagreement, you two are gonna have like makeup sex or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how quickly things are gonna be wrapped up, basically. So now you know. It's like, okay, how to stop fighting, intimacy. There it is, That's kind of how it's like, in the read. That's how it's showing up. Is there anything else you want to tell me? Yeah. I also feel like you might start a family business together when you connect with them. Or there's a chance some of you might actually live with their family, or you might, be together as a family, close to their family. There's something with family and like taking care of each other that's coming through. It could even be talking about inheritance, all right, being there for you both as well. So let's see if there's anything else. And we're going to see more. I love your read. I really do. Yeah. This is my Virgo reading, my Virgo energy right here, actually. So some of you Virgo could be significant or earth energy, air, water. But with the win-win energy that's coming through, this is basically talking about you two are going to have similar interests, values. You're going to both win in this connection, and it's going to be very equal and reciprocal. So that's it. And you're going to earn a lot together too. All right. I think finances are going to be amazing. If you feel like you're financially not doing well, when you're with this person, I think you're going to really grow a lot financially. They might even give you a job or they might take care of you financially. So that's what came through. Let's move forward to do Cancer. I loved your read. Oh my gosh, I loved it. Such a beautiful reading. And let's see what we have for Cancer. And Matt, did I just see Sarah? Hi, Sarah. Sarah, thank you so much for the gifts, my sweetie. I really appreciate you. I mean, look at my hair. I haven't showered, okay, but I basically straightened my hair. And my gosh, the iron is so, 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 so lovely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Look at it. It's literally as if I went to the hairdresser. And it's so funny. Today I had an appointment, but then I was like, oh, I guess I don't have to go because, now I have the gift. And basically I did my own hair. But thank you so much for that, my sweetie. I love you so much. So, Cancer, let's see what's going on for you. And we're going to tap onto you to see. You say you lost sleep tonight because of me. I don't care. Send money. All right. I don't care. What you lost? I don't like sweet talking. I like sweet money. That's what I like. Talking, words, I don't know about that. You can do it after you give the money. You know what I'm saying? Then that's fine. Then I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta sit through this, whatever. But have something to back it up with. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, let's tap onto Cancer. I don't care what you lost. All right, I don't care what you think. If you lost sleep over me, if you couldn't sleep, if you think I'm the dream woman, all right, I'm going to put an alarm, all right, for you so that you can wake up from the dream. Then you can give me some money, all right? I don't care about no words. Let's move forward to do Cancer. Cancer, what's going on with you? I like the reads today. Do you? I think the readings are very, very straightforward and beautiful today. Very pleasant. Cancer, let's see. Are we ready? Where my Cancer is at? Cancer. I missed you too, Guided. How are you doing? Cancer, what's going on? How are you going to know that you've met the one? 2025 to 2027, You might have already met them. All right, so we'll see. Who's this person? How are you going to know who this is, Cancer? How are you going to know? How are you going to know? Oh my gosh. No way. You got the firefly. I love that. That's so cute. Yo, I'm going to start crying. This is like the best card ever you could get as a love read. You could potentially connect with someone that, first of all, you're going to feel a spark. You're going to feel a spark right after you meet them. I think it's a connection where when you two are together, the spark is just always there. It's never going to die. It's never going to run off. All right. Run out of, like, you're not going to run out of the spark when you two are together. Um, could be a fire sign, earth, energy, or air. These three elements could be very significant. But you know, I think the whole purpose of this connection for you, Cancer, is to be present and to enjoy life. I think this is a connection that's going to be very rare. How you're going to know who this is, you're going to see this person as very rare and very customized. Like when you meet this person, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, the spirit literally handpicked this person for me. They literally customized a person for me. Personally, individually. Some of you might be seeing fireflies, and I'm assuming like fireflies are going extinct. I don't quite know, but I think I read about it that there's less and less fireflies right now. But this is a beautiful card to get. It's talking about how unique someone is. They might come from a different background than you, but they might have the same values. Some of you also have a past life energy with this person too. All right, so let's get more cards. I think it's someone also spiritually that you're very, very spiritually connected with as well. Like, again, past life is coming through. It's a person you're crossing paths with, and there might be a huge sense of familiarity when you deal with them. So, and I think this is someone who's going to really put the spark back in you. If for some of you, you've been dealing with a lot of pain, when you meet this person, the spark is going to be put back in you in a way that you're going to find your, purpose again. You're going to find your spark back. You're going to be happy again, okay? So let's see more about this person and their personality. I'm telling you, they're going to be so handpicked. So in case for some of you, this is someone that is, let's say, you're manifesting, try to think about how you want for your partner to be, like to look like, their personality, qualities, because they're going to be very handpicked. And something tells me they might be from a different background. Somebody could be someone who's blonde. They might have, someone could have curly hair, either you or them. I also think when you meet them, they could be going through like a weight change when you meet them. Like after you meet them, they might be, gaining weight. That could be significant for some of you. And I think they're also very like multi-talented. They could be multitasker. They might even have two jobs or do two different things. They might be from the year of dragon, snake, all right, ox as well as tiger. Could be very significant for you. Rabbit as well, all right, and rooster. But you take it as it resonates. Tell me more in regards to the outcome of this connection. This is someone Cancer for you that is going to be really hard working for the connection. One thing you're going to realize, they work really hard towards this connection. They want to do their best to make you happy. But I also feel like strong fire, by the way. Strong fire, a little bit of earth as well is showing up. Leo strongly as well here. It's somebody who's going to do all they can to make you happy. And sometimes you're going to really see that they're going to go above and beyond, all right? With making plans, with like making you satisfied. Sexually, they might even really, really try to please you. Like, if you've never had a partner who cared about those things, or if you always had to do everything all by yourself, I think this is somebody who's like, okay, I got you, let me do this for you, or I'm gonna be here. It's somebody that just really cares a lot about you, making you feel pleased, which is a beautiful energy. So let's see if there's anything else in regards to this connection. I love this read. Oh, these readings are so gorgeous today. They're so gorgeous. Somebody might be a great cook, all right? Or they might really like your cooking. Vice versa, maybe they cook. Tell me more about this. Could be someone younger. If not, you're just going to have a very youthful connection with them. This is also talking about a connection that's going to be playful, adventurous, a lot of laughter, going out. You might travel quite a lot with this person too. Some of you, the spirit is saying you might meet them online, or you might meet them when you're traveling, or, maybe when you're moving to a new country, so, or a new place. But it's someone you're going to be traveling with quite a lot, and perhaps move. They might have a dog or a pet, all right, when you meet. Anything else that you want to tell me in regards to this connection? You know what I also think? At times, you're going to feel like you have this maternal energy towards this person too. Like you want to take care of them, you want to baby them. I think that's also sometimes you're going to feel throughout the course of this connection. Like at times you're going to feel like, oh, like you want to take care of them as if they're the baby. So it's going to be a very pampering damn, Cancer, your reading is so good. It's going to be so pamperable and so pampering, this connection. And again, I think it's somebody that financially they're doing very well. Your reading is all positive. I don't have nothing to say. I really don't. One thing though that I'm going to tell you, Cancer, in regards to this connection is it's very important that you two back each other up, and that you're not wishy-washy with each other. Something like that is coming through the reading. So it's very important that you both agree on the same things, or you two are not wishy-washy in terms of contributing or being together. So that could be significant, okay? But gosh, what a beautiful connection. Let me get one outcome card and that's it. Your readings kind of remind me of Tauruses. I feel like I said, when you meet them, first of all, they could come from a different background. You might move with them. You might travel a lot with them. But another message I also see is potentially some of you're going to heal a lot with this person. When you meet them, you're going to feel like you're, passing towards calm waters. So that's something that's really significant. Like when you meet them, it could be possibly that you also feel lonely. You also feel like there's, nothing's going your way or you're lost. So that could be the timing of it too. Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell me in regards to this connection? Yeah. So this connection is going to make you feel like you really deserve love. I love this. Yeah, there you go. Healing family issues. I also want to tell you, in case you dealt with a lot of toxicity in your family, Cancer, or there were certain things that made you feel like you didn't belong. I know some of you are out there crying probably as I'm saying this. Maybe you felt abandoned. I think this connection is going to be really healing for you, and it's going to make you relearn what it's like to be loved. So that could be also another message that is coming through. In terms of timing, January is very significant. June is very significant, as well as March. So these months could be significant for you. And again, Earth. Okay, Earth, air showed up in your reading strongly. Aries, Gemini showed up, and Virgo. Leo as well. Yeah, Leo came up also really strongly. So this is what I'm seeing. But with this card also being here, I have a sense that for some of you, with the Ace of Abundance here, there's a chance you might work together. You might start up a business together. Or like I said, this connection is going to be very inspiring for you to feel confident to work much more effectively, efficiently, productively. Okay. So that's your read. I love it. I love this read. Very, very healthy read, very healthy connection. So let's move forward to do Leo and see what the energy is. I love the read for you. Sherry, say you were spot on with your super chat question the other day regarding your lung CT scan. Saw a doctor today and it is exactly what you told me. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy for you, Sherry. That's so sweet of you, honey. Thank you. So that's your reading. I'm very glad for you, honey. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's move forward to do Leo. In case the reading does resonate, do like, share, and subscribe. Sorry guys, if I'm not reading your comments, like when I'm reading, it's just I'm channeling, okay? So I'm just trying to focus and I'm trying to get the readings done if I'm not looking at the chat. So let's move forward to do Leo. 3D, you're welcome. I also love the Cancer read. I love the Cancer and the Gemini read. I loved all the readings today, actually, so far. Are we ready? So yeah, I want to make a channel where I'm giving advice on relationships. I feel like at this point in my life, after, almost like 6 years of experience, I already know what it's like out there dating, being in a relationship. And I'm really interested in coaching. Sometimes I would even say maybe the messages that come through are intuitive. But I've noticed a lot of people come to me for the advice. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people come to me for the advice rather than the predictions. So yeah. Which is a good thing. So let's move forward. You say dating is rough. Trust me, you're not alone. There's a lot of people. I've seen a lot, I've heard a lot of people, especially people that are coming to me. So you're not alone, you know. The most important part is, though, to keep going, to not give up. Just because the dating is crazy doesn't mean you got to give up and lock yourself up thinking you're supposed to be alone. That's not the way. It's just you're selective. And there's nothing wrong with that. You have to be. You have to be. So let's move forward to do Leo and see what the energy is. Leo, what's happening in regards to you? Let's tap into you and see. How do you know you've met the one? How do you know you've met the one? How do you know you've met the one? Maybe this person might want to give you a child or might talk about wanting to get, have a baby with you, go through pregnancy, okay? That could be something significant. I also heard they might have trust issues, all right? We're going to see. How do you know that they're the one? How do you know that they're the one for you? How do you know? How do you know? Aw, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, starfish. No way. I missed this card. That is so adorable. So, some of you, first of all, strong water. Either you might have water in your chart or your person does. Where's the... You also have the turtle. A lot of water energy. They could have water in their chart, water, moon, rising Venus, somewhere in their chart. They're very sensitive. I think they might act nonchalant. They might act put together, but they're actually really, really sensitive deep down. I also feel like for some of you, they're going to be very beautiful or handsome. So totally your type. It's not somebody who's ugly. All right. You ain't got to force yourself to be with them. It's somebody who really, really is attractive. They might even like attention. They might like getting a lot of attention from people. And I think it stems from a place of like, um, I got that song 4th of July by, who's the name of the singer? Didn't you get enough love, my little dove? Why do you cry? I don't know why I heard that song. I don't know where. 4th of July. So it could be somebody with, you know, specific past traumas or things like that, but they really like attention in their relationship. So it makes me think either it's a water or fire sign, or they have these within their chart. They could take things very personally for some of you. They might cry about things, you know, or they might take things really to heart. I also feel like they might be artistic or talented, all right, is something that I'm hearing as well. But somebody very sensitive, like they really, they lose their mind when you say something that they don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? They're also very innocent and very playful as well. So you might kind of notice they're like a child at times, or they're very childlike. So let's see more in regards to how this connection is gonna go. They're showing up as someone that also wants to become a parent, okay? Either is or wants to become a parent. Tell me more about this person. Could have Aries in their chart. For some of you, this could be also someone who has a very their relationship with their father could also be something that they're healing from. Could be also someone that is really like they're showing up in your reading as really also loving this connection because of the sense of protection that they have from you. Like you might make them feel really, really protected and safe, okay? They might even have their own business. They might be a leader. They might be their own boss. They might do something quite, you know, huge. All right, is something that I'm hearing at work. So very authoritative person as well. Tell me more about who this is. They're very cute. I don't know. They're showing up as somebody very cute. And I think when you meet them, one thing it's giving Cancer vibes, you guys. It's really giving big Cancer vibes. Water energy, fire. I think it's somebody also that when you connect with them, you're going to see they have a lot of options, or they might have a lot of suitors or lovers. Libras are kind of like that too. Like they're very charismatic, they're very charming, and you might notice they have a lot of different people that they like have on a roster, or people that are interested in them. You know, they might have even pretty fit privilege. It's something very significant. They might also be into sports or do sports, or again, arts. That could be significant. Hi, Millie. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, we had a reading. How are you doing, girl? Nice to see you. Let's see more. Tell me more. Earth Angel, you say, I'm reading a partner to a T. Okay. Tell me more about this connection. I think basically, like I said, this person, when you connect with them, they're going to be really attractive. I think you're going to see, you know, they have a lot of options, but they're going to choose you out of all these different options. So I think there's somebody very loyal. I think it's somebody that, you know, has a lot of love for you. And one thing, though, that might be very important in the connection is the amount of attention that they get. I think this is someone, to them, attention is really important. I don't know why I keep hearing that. But they want to get, you know, whatever that they want out of the connection is what I'm hearing. It's really important to them that you pay them attention. Anything else you want to tell me about this connection, how it's going to go? Some of you might move to the suburbs with this person. You might move to somewhere, you know, together, maybe to a countryside or somewhere else together to, you know, have a house or, you know, have a place together. It's just showing up as a connection that's going to really be long term and playful. Like, it's going to be playful. You're going to go on dates. You're going to, you know, chase each other around. It's just giving, you know, golden retriever vibes, giving old school type of love. It's giving puppy love. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. Somebody could be blonde, all right, or they might have highlights in their hair. Color red also is significant. Maybe it's somebody's favorite color. Or again, fire, water, energy is significant. Anything else you want to tell me about this connection? This card keeps showing up. So I think, like I said, for some of you, at times also I feel like this person might be very, like, there might be this double standard of they don't like you to get attention from other people. Also, okay, so they might be kind of possessive of you. They might be quite jealous of you. Could be also someone that might have an opinion on what you wear, okay, or vice versa. Again, you take it as it resonates, but it's giving Middle Eastern, European vibes. All right, you take it as it resonates again, but they might come from a culture that is a little bit more closed off. Anything else you want to tell me before we move forward, or background or whatever? So for a lot of you, the spirit is also saying that stay optimistic. This connection is coming towards you. In case you already know who this person is, the spirit is also saying this is a connection that's going to go through a change. There might be forgiving happening. And you two might be actually entering a new phase together. But something tells me this person gets like angry easily, or like they care a lot of, you know, about what you think, what you say. Your words really affect them. And they might play the victim role. You know, that's something I realized with the starfish energy. They might sometimes play the victim role. And I think they're not doing it to blame you. They're doing it so that you would go easy on them. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I need to tell you. The spirit is basically saying if this person plays the victim, they don't want to blame you for the situation. They just want you to go easy on them. And then they just want you to be gentle with them. So that could be significant for you. That's what I heard. So yeah, that's your read. That's your reading. Somebody could also be an only child, all right? Or they might be very self-made. That could be significant. And let's move forward to do Virgo, okay? In case the reading does resonate, do like, share, and subscribe. Like this video. And we'll see what's going on for Virgo. I'm going to have to bring my brownie. I forgot to bring my brownie, you guys. So give me a second and I'll be right back, okay? Give me 1 second. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I got my brownies. Obsessed. It is so good. Really, really good. Okay. I just love baking. Hey, Yolanda, how are you doing? It's been so long. All right. Let's tap onto Virgo. Virgo, who are you dealing with? Where my Virgos at? Are you here? Shall we get started? Can I do Leo? I already did Leo. For my Virgos. Virgo, who you're dealing with? How are you going to know who's the one for you? Their personality, their traits. How are you going to know who this is? How are you going to know? Ready? How are you going to know? Ooh, okay. Uh-oh. You got some interesting cards. Crow and the octopus. Okay. First of all, they're showing up in your read really. When you meet them, they're going to be very closed off. That's for sure. They're going to be closed off. They're going to not really have a way for you to get to their heart. They're going to be kind of guarded. I think it's going to be like a slow burn kind of connection. Like you're going to kind of ease into it. You're not going to right from the get-go, have this person pour their heart to you and tell you how they feel. I think this is somebody very private. They might have water, air within their chart, all right? They're showing up in your read also. Something this person could like to wear black, or they might be kind of gothic. They might like the gothic style, or they might be very unique. Like they might listen to certain music. They might have their own taste. It's giving artist energy. And why do I feel the need to say like they might be very cautious, just in general, they might have a very cautious persona. I also feel like when you meet them, they might have been single for quite a long time. This is somebody who's not afraid to be alone at all right? Especially with the crow energy. Very smart, okay? I love this. I love this read. I'm tapping onto very, very like specific energy. I do feel like this is somebody that when they do open up though to you, it's gonna be like all over the place. I mean, look at this card. Look at the transition between these two. Look at how different they look. I think when this person does open up to you, they're gonna be all over you, all crazy about you, telling you how much they love you, telling you how much they want to be with you. It's giving like obsessed. They're going to be obsessed with you. And I think for a lot of you, this is someone, if you're going to be like, if when you're sexual together, I think it's going to be somebody that's going to want it all the time with you as well. All right. So that's what I'm saying. Somebody that's going to be really sexually active with you too during the course of your connection. Um, they're very much of an artist or spiritual, they could be. They could believe in symbolism. They could believe in like they could have a particular belief as well. That could be something, but introverted energy, very much of an introvert, but when they stick to you, they stick and they're very clingy, all right? Because octopuses, you know how octopuses kind of cling onto something? That's kind of how I see them, all right? So let's tap more onto this person and see. They might have beautiful eyes, okay? They might have very like sly eyes, like you can tell what's going on by looking at their eyes. I also feel like they could be an impersonator. I don't even know what that word means actually, but I just heard that in my head. Let me see what that means. For some of you, maybe this is somebody who's, speaks different languages, who learns quite fast. They might also like really like money, or they might be very good at making money, all right? Or they might collect certain things. You say a person who pretends to be someone else for entertainment or fraud. So yeah, that could be significant for some of you. Let's see more in regards to this person. So far, I love your read. Your reading is very, very specific and very different. So we'll see more about them. They might have a very unique nose for some of you. Tell me more about this person. They're very stable. And at first, like I said, they might seem disinterested, they might seem guarded, but over time, you're going to see how stable they are, how much they want you. I think it's also somebody that's very successful at the workplace. They also want to be the only one for you. So this could be somebody who's really, really cares a lot about, getting all your love. They're showing up also very generous in your reading, Virgo. So they might be the type that's going to spend on you, take you out. They're going to give you everything that you need. And they're also showing up in your reading, resolving your problems too. If there's something ever going on, I think they're going to be there for you. What is the outcome of this connection? Tell me more. What is the outcome of this connection? You might end up having a child together, all right, between you and this person. You might end up having children together. I also see a beautiful, happy family in the future. You might actually, for some of you, have different properties. You might, go to different places. There's also a lot of like plotting energy, strategizing. Like you two might strategize together in regards to the future, what you want. Could be even somebody that has the same type of work as you, or you're going to end up working together with them. But it's a beautiful energy. Tell me a little bit more about them and in regards to the future. Like I said, they might act on the outside that they're nonchalant, serious, they got everything under control, but deep down, they care a lot about things. And I think you won't notice this unless you move in with them and unless you connect with them on a much more of an intimate level. So at first you're going to think they might not care, they might not be very into it, but over time you're actually going to see how much they actually do worry. So yeah, I also think for a lot of you are going to live luxuriously. It could be also somebody that it really cares a lot about luxury, cares a lot about having money, having stability. um When you think of crows, crows actually do like collecting things. Sometimes they collect silver. So it could be somebody that, again, really likes luxury. Is there any other messages you want to tell me around in regards to this person? For some of you, this person's family also is really important to them, or you becoming a part of their family and showing them how serious you are is going to be a turn on to them. Like, if you're protective of this person, and if you show up for them in a way, they're going to be very sacrificing towards you. So it's a beautiful connection. I just love this read. There's also a chance when you two connect together that you're going to be leaving another situation behind, or they are, okay? So this connection is going to kind of come through, and you two might close off all the other connections that you might have had before, okay? So I don't know who this message is for, but that's something that I also saw. Is there anything else? Yeah. This connection is going to be very eye-opening for you. And I think you're also connecting with somebody that when you deal with them, you're going to leave a very dark cycle behind, or your eyes are going to be just opened towards things that you thought, were right that are just wrong, right? So this could be talking about when you meet this person, you could cut off other connections, or other things could be seeming meaningless to you. Some of you, I don't know why. When you deal with this person, you're just going to be on a totally different frequency, but in a good way. Like your eyes are going to be opened up, and you're going to see things, that you couldn't see before, especially about other people's behavior or how they treated you. So that could be significant, okay? But that's what I saw. Yeah. I also feel like they might be very smart. This kept coming through in your reading. So for a lot of you, this could be somebody who's here to help you, give you advice. If anything happens, they're there for you. Um, it's just giving a very protective, smart partner. They might also have very strong beliefs or opinions, all right? So that could be significant for you, Virgo. Very beautiful read. Very intense, though. So that's your reading. Let's move forward. I'm hearing straight A student. Maybe for some of you, this person did great in school, or they might tell you, they've always been smart. So let's move forward to do Libra and see what the energy is. In case the reading does resonate, do like, share, and subscribe. Did you like this reading already? Like it up. And let's see. Very cute read. You say there's a spider behind me? Well, somebody needs to get their eyes checked. Just saying. Somebody needs to get that eye appointment right about today. You say, how long did I practice tarot? I didn't practice nothing. I just started and I did it, and so far I'm doing it. See, to me, I just intuitively do things. I ain't gonna take courses. I'm not gonna listen to what someone has to say about a card or anything. I just go with my intuition. And I've always been that way, So I believe if you want to do it, you just do it. You don't need no self-help book. You don't need no book. You'll just, if you really want to do something, you're going to just go ahead and do it without explanation, without excuse. When did I discover that I'm psychic? I I think I discovered it when I was very young, like when I was a kid, and I discovered it through other people because what I would predict for them, it would come through, or it would happen. It would, you know, or sometimes they'd be like, "Oh, how did you know this truth?" Or what makes you think that? Like I could a lot of the times see through people since I was a kid. So I guess you just like hear from other people how good you are. And sometimes you can't tell unless you really show your gift to other people and they confirm for you. So let's move forward, you guys. I look, you want to take a break though. I'm kind of tired. Um, so yeah. So how often do you guys watch me? Are you working usually when I'm live or no? I wonder if I go live at the right time or not. You say you're working every time? You say it's always midnight there? Oh my gosh. You watch me when I can. You're my sweetie, Sarah. Did you get notified about this live? Do you ever get notified or no? Not really. Thank you, R. You say you didn't? Okay, just scrolling. I'm gonna have to see why I didn't get notified. You say you get notified? Okay. You watch me while you work. Thank you. That's nice. I'm assuming I make the time pass faster, hey? I really need a vacation again, you guys. Ugh, I miss traveling. So you have to stalk my channel. I'm fine with that. You stalk me as much as you want, First Lady. So yeah, we're gonna take a short break and then we're gonna do Libra. How many signs do we have left? Scorpio, 6, basically. Half of the other zodiac signs are still not done. To travel the US, I would love to. Let me get the papers. First place I'm going to is to you, okay? Get my papers and then come to US. There's a couple of different places I really want to go to, like Texas, New Mexico. I really want to go to, I don't know, I just want to go to the South, all right? I really don't care. I just want to take me to the South. Um, Florida, maybe. I like to go where there's palm trees. I want to go to Arkansas. I want to go to, I don't know. I think I prefer South a little bit more. So you're in Mississippi. Okay. You see you like old Quebec City. I've never been to Quebec City. I've been to Sherbrooke and I've been in Quebec, but not the Quebec City. I've heard great things about it. Um I think I'm just so used to the quiet though that I could never go to like a city that's way too loud or like you know, like I just could never see myself doing that ever. But yeah. And I don't like a lot of stimulation. It's good here and there when you're kind of bored, but not to live there. They say the South has Southern hospitality. I also really think it does, yeah. And I think there's still some traditions left there, you know? That's kind of probably why I like it. So you're in Texas, born and raised Texan. Okay, girl. Tennessee has beautiful mountainsides. You guys are making me want to travel now. Come on now. Georgia. Oh, I've heard great things about Georgia. Yeah, you guys are making me want to travel. Thank you, Hermione. How have you been, girl? I'll be traveling everywhere once I get the papers. But I like mountains. I really, really like mountains. Here we have Sudbury, right? And it's a very indigenous place when you go to it. Like there's a lot of indigenous people. Um, some of the places in Sudbury is very abandoned too. But I really like the drive and I like the mountains there. I really do. Me myself more. I'm more of a you know mountain person. I really like mountains and I like water. Like just give me somewhere with mountains and some beach or something, and I don't need nothing else. Stunning mountain range, ice plateaus, and amazing. Or I would love to go from there. Go from here to there for sure. I can never get tired of talking to all of you. Imagine having a boat or having like a yacht or something. I would never want to like go home ever again if I have like a yacht. You know what I'm saying? I'd just be like, okay, just gonna stay here the whole time. Uh, that's probably why I love Blue Mountain so much because of the mountains, obviously. And I like small little towns. I don't know. There's something very cute about small towns. Small little European looking towns. Um, but yeah, I gotta travel. I gotta travel. I gotta pack my stuff and you say doing tarot on a boat. That would be cool. You say maybe next year I'll have lots of travels. Hopefully. You think so, Priya? Priya also predicts very good things, but I would love to hear some predictions about how next year is going to be for me. If you guys, all the psychics out there in the chat, readers, okay, do me a reading on how the next year is looking like for me because I want to see what comes through. See, even the ones that have the most subscribers are trolling on my channel. There'd be people who are content creators trolling, all right? I don't know what's going on with these people. You say I should go to Scotland. I've always loved to. I actually, before coming here, I really wanted to go to Glasgow, is it called? I don't quite know. I really wanted to go there. And I love the Scottish people too. I really do. I think they're very sweet. And all the little stony grounds and stuff. I think it's called, paved or whatever. I don't have. It's just it looks very different. Yeah, Glasgow. Edinburgh, yeah, totally. I wanted to always go there, and I love the music there. I love the bagpipes and stuff like that. It's to die for. I just love a good country with a good culture, rich culture, I love that. Yeah. You say you think there's potential for a trip in the near future to somewhere by the water. You see sand, waves. Okay. I like the sound of that. You say you lived there 3 years. Oh wow. And I really like rain. Like give me a city where it's raining all the time. I'll go by all means. Rain and snow. And know it sounds depressing to y'all. I don't care. I love that weather. I live for the rain. Like rain's just so romantic. There's something so romantic and so um resonating about rain. Uh, it just looks so pretty. You see, I would become even bigger in my work. You might have to decide what to do or duration. Yeah, because doing everything might be too much. You might ask yourself, Law. Thank you, Law. Lao intuition to something else as well. Yeah, no, I've been having ideas of, doing something else. Just have to take my time, I guess. Part of the reason why I got sick. Every time, there's a cold or something, I feel like there's a redirection. You see, you passed your test the other day. You asked me the other day about it. Okay. Amazing. I'm glad for you. So, guys, I'm going to go get some coffee and I'm going to be back to do the rest of the signs, okay? So, you guys chat and I'm going to be back. I am going to be back. Let me see if I have a picture of myself so I can put it up before, I come back. I like how literally all the pictures in my gallery you probably have seen already, It's so cute. Mostly all the pictures you've seen. Okay. So, boy, oh boy. I gotta start posting a little bit more. I have all these pictures I haven't posted. So you guys stay here. I'll go get some coffee and then we're going to be back with the other reads, okay? I'm just trying to find the best picture, which I can't find. Okay, this is like literally the worst thing I could find. Okay, it's better. All right. So you guys stay. I'll probably go have some coffee and I'll be back. It's going to take like 2-3 minutes. All right. And then we're going to start again because I really need that coffee before I can move forward. So stay here and I'll see you soon. Okay. Maybe I'll get more brownies too. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Let's do, what are we doing right now? Let's do Libra. We gotta get these readings done. Libra, what's to you? How are you gonna know that you've met the one? How are you gonna know that you've met the one? Are we ready? Where are my Virgos at? Great. Now I gotta charge my phone as well. Where are my Virgos? Sorry, Virgo. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. Oh my gosh, why did I say Virgo? Libra. You could be dealing with a Virgo for me to accidentally say Virgo. You don't have to. Let's see for Libra. Libra, where's everyone? It's crazy. Libra, how do you know that you've met the one from 2025 to 2027? You could already know them, and I could just be affirming who this is. So let's see. Okay. Oh, wow. Somebody strong, somebody bulky. When you meet them, they could be very fit or they could be strong. They could work out. For some of you, they're showing up as someone very patient in your reading, much more patient than you. All right. They could have earth within their chart strongly as well as fire. They're showing up in the reading your type physically. And they might be much taller or bigger, all right, is what I'm hearing. Like they might just have a, very, in Persian we say tupor. What does it mean? It means like you're you're kind of fit. You're not like skinny, you know what I'm saying? So for somebody that could be it. Could be somebody with an hourglass figure, all right, don't ask me why. Could be you. Say okay, I don't want a fat person. They're not fat. It's just either they're muscular or fit. So let's see more about them. For some of you, it's somebody very quiet, very patient. I think at the beginning when you meet them, they're going to be very like mellow, quiet. They like to observe quite a lot. They might have letters K, B, F, L, R, S, and H within their name. 2 F's, B's, as well as A's could be significant. I mean, literally, this says buff, all right? Without the buffalo, it says buff. So it could be somebody a little bit buff. If not, maybe they just act very tough, all right? They act very like they have it all figured out. So we're going to see more in regards to this person. I think it's cute. I think it's a cute read. Could be somebody with anger issues. Could be somebody a little bit temperamental. And I think at the beginning you can't tell. Hopefully it's not somebody who smokes, all right? But they might like get angry quite easily, or they might be kind of fire signs are kind of like that, you know? They're like literally looking for a reason to fight you because they know they can win. They know that, they're just looking for a reason to throw hands, all right, at times. So doesn't have to be a fire sign, but that could be significant. Let's see more about who this is. I think it's someone who's going to get attached to you very easily. For some of you, why do I also feel the need to say that? They could be a little bit moody at times. When you do meet them, they might also be another person in the picture from your perspective. Like when you connect with them, they might be wanting for you to be only with them. I don't know if you're dealing with a past person when you meet this person, but the spirit is saying basically they're going to want you to cut all the other connections that you might have had off so that you can be with them and you can, be loyal. They might also be very decisive. They might be the type that, is very decisive. They don't like the gray area. They're either it's like black or white. Might be very, very logical. I also think for some of you, this person might have 2 different jobs or they might travel quite a lot for their work. But they're showing in the reading is showing up very, very decisive. Like if they focus on doing something, they're going to do it in no time. All right. So it's somebody very, very focused. So let me see more in regards to the connection, how it's going to go between you two. Okay. I think you're going to have certain disagreements here and there. And I think mostly it's going to be because of your values. What other thing I noticed is the chemistry between you two is going to be very, very intense. The intimacy. You're going to have a lot of sexy time, all right? But for some of you, at times, Libra might act single, or you at times might get attention from other people. And I think it's going to really hurt this person, or they're not going to really like it throughout the course of the connection. So I don't know how pretty you look, but it could be that this person just, cannot handle there being another person in the picture. So that's just the energy. Do we have any other messages in regards to this? Could be also someone that when you meet them, they could be going through financial changes, all right? They could be wanting to get more rich, more stable. Hopefully, it's not somebody overprotective of their money, but they might be very economical. I hate that word. I do not like economical. Whenever somebody says or um, family, economy, just basically say you're stingy. You know what I'm saying? I do not like that word. But for some of you, it could be this person is like they. There's a great word for it that I'm trying to figure out what the name is. It's like they. When it comes to their money, they're very economical. They want to make sure they don't overspend. They don't like buy some. They're not very like overly indulging when it comes to their money and whatever. It's called something. Coin picking? Something picking. I don't quite remember the name of it. Let me see. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm talking about. So I don't know if they, worked really hard to get to where they are right now. Penny pinching. There you go. Thank you, Ma. Penny pinching. So they could be like a little bit of a penny pincher. What's my Lilith? I think my Lilith is Capricorn, if I'm not mistaken, but you can tell me what it means. Frugal, yeah. They could be a little bit like that. So I think for some of you throughout the course of the connection, like they might be a little bit too careful with their money, or they're going to be kind of, watching that you're not overspending. So if you're the type that would overspend, probably it's a good person, for you. It's a good match because they're going to make sure you're not, you know, just spending your money on things you don't even need. So you might have either like different like ideas around money, finances. Um, I also feel like for some of you, it could be somebody that, again, they don't like the fact that you get a lot of attention. Tell me a little bit more about this person. There's something here in your read that when you connect with this person, you might really have to let go of a past person, or they do. Okay. But I feel like for some of you, there's a chance that, like I said, this person doesn't really like anyone else being close to you. So you say you want to be spoiled. Same girl. I ain't even staying in a connection where I'm not spoiled. So, that's why it's really important. If you want to be in a connection with somebody who, is going to be too careful, I don't know. I don't know about that. So for some of you, yeah. I don't know about these two cards. Let's see if there's anything else coming through. What is the outcome? This connection is going to be intense for you, Libra. And I think there's going to be push and pull here and there. You say your Persian ass can't take frugal men. I think there's going to be a lot of push and pull here and there. But at the same time, I think you're going to still want to be with this person because of how much you have feelings for them. And I think their finances is going to change. For some of this person is showing up financially doing better in the future too. So that could be significant. They better be doing better. You know what I'm saying? Anything else you want to tell me about this person? For some of you, another message I see also is this person is going to also really back you up in terms of pursuing your own dreams and goals. So you might really feel like they're very protective of, you being successful and you achieving your dreams and goals. So that could be significant for you. But they might be very protective. They back you up like a mountain would. We in Persian we say "Mesakuh poshtata." What does it mean? It's like this person has your back like a mountain. So yeah, they're very protective, which is a good energy. So that's what I saw. Is there anything else you want to tell me? But honestly, financially, I don't think we're going to have to worry because you yourself are going to be abundant. So even if I think it's good in a way because they're going to not let you overspend and they're going to help you save your money. And I think you are going to have enough money anyway, so you don't have to worry about how much money this person may. I mean, you kind of do, but you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying. But they're going to really make a huge change in regards to your career too. I think when you're with this person, either you're saving a lot or they're inspiring you to do better or they're protecting you, supporting you. So they're basically your biggest fan, basically, is how it's showing up. So that could be significant for you. Okay. But something tells me that they're going to really love you way more and you're going to see it through how protective they are and their actions and how much they're all up and under you. Like this could be somebody very touchy as well. Like they love touching you, they love being there for you, they love cuddling you. So it's giving, like I said, water, earth, a little bit of fire. For everybody's going to be different, of course, but specific signs that came through: Leo, Aries comes through, Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo as well. Okay, so those could be significant. And Libra. Um, let's move forward to do Scorpio and see what the energy is. In case the reading there is, and they do like, share, and subscribe. And let's see. I don't know. I don't know about somebody frugal. I could never. All right, I could never. I mean, if you come from a Russian and a Persian culture, there ain't no way. There ain't no room in my life for somebody frugal. Even as a friend, I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Sure, if I was maybe Canadian, maybe if I was, German, I wouldn't care. But no, we come from over generous cultures, so we can't take that. You say women don't like cheap men? Some women don't care. All right, some women don't care. Based on what I've seen, some women don't care, which is pretty sad. Okay, let me see if I can. All right, there you go. So let's move forward to do Scorpio and see what the energy is. I really like this topic of men and women in relationships. I think that's what's going to be the main content that I'm going to make on my other channel. I think what is really important though at the end of the day, if a guy is really like, if somebody's really trying hard to keep you in their life, like they're working really hard, they're trying to earn a lot of money, as long as you see how much they're working hard, that's a turn on. You know what I'm saying? and they're generous. They're working hard to be generous. You say you think 50-50 in a relationship, you and both but should put effort in it. Yeah. That's why when I was listening to that, actress or whatever, and she was like, oh, only one person shines in a relationship and I want to be that person. I'm the only. So I was like, girl, sit down. All right, what are you talking about? I mean, I think her whole point was that she wanted to be, getting all the attention, but relationship works both ways. You got to give each other the same amount of attention for it to work. But yeah. But what I've seen, all right, throughout also doing wedding photography and everything, because I don't know if you guys know, I also do photography. But I'm just starting. I mean, I have started already for like, it's been almost a year. But people that do get married and people that get into relationships mostly don't really have much expectations. They do have rules, they do have boundaries, but they don't expect. Usually with the other people that stay single is usually because they're looking really for something very specific, which is totally fine. But if you're somebody with high standards, keep them that way, all right? Don't be nagging about how high your standards are and then the lack of people to be able to meet them. You know what I'm saying? Just wait for the right person. Anyway, I could go on forever about these things. Let's do Scorpio. I think rules are really important for each relationship. Scorpio, what's going on? I need a massage. Scorpio, what's going on in regards to you? Let's see. How are you going to know who's the one for you? How do you know who's the one? How do you know who's the one? Let's tap into you and see. Do you have any Scorpio? Did you hit that like button? Hit that like button for your girl before I get started. Hit that like button. How are you going to know who's the one for you? The one that you're going to meet? How do you know they're the one? Scorpio. Oh, that's cute. You got the gazelle. Could be an earth fire sign. All right, have it within their chart. First of all, they're showing up in your reading with a very strong maternal energy, like somebody that's very motherly, fatherly. They like to have a family. They like to have kids. Their energy is very pure. Libra also could be significant. They're showing up in the reading also really healthy. All right. Could be somebody that's very calm, well mannered. For some of you, you might hear from them that they might have been through a lot of like stuff in regards to their childhood or with their family. That could be significant. Like they might have forgiven a lot of people. I also think for some of you could be somebody that like grew up in a very hot environment, like a place with a hot climate or something like that. That could be significant. They might be also, they might be like into nutritions, like could be a nutritionist for some of you, could be somebody in the medical field, could be a healing person, healer. Something also with flying energy, like the airport. Maybe somebody's a flight attendant. That could be significant, but you take it as a resident. Maybe this person travels quite a lot. But They're showing up with a lot of boundaries. When you meet them, they're going to have a lot of boundaries, or they're going to be, not letting anybody that close to them unless it's someone that, really makes the cut. Um, could be also from the earth dragon. All right, is the energy. Doesn't have to be either you or them, or snake, rooster, ox, as well as goat could be significant. But I also think their eyes could look very innocent, or you're going to really love their eyes, the way their eyes look. Could be hazel eyes, brown, or blue. Could be significant. You take it as it resonates to you or theirs. But it's a beautiful energy. Tell me about this connection, how it's going to go. Tell me about this connection, how it will go. Okay. Some of you, when you do meet this person, I think you could be moving or you could be traveling. The spirit is saying there's a chance that when you travel, you could meet this person, or when you enter a new country or a new place. They're also showing me particularly you're coming out of a, cycle when you do meet with this person. Like this is going to be like a catalyst person coming into your life is something that I'm hearing. You might meet with their family very quickly when you connect with them, or you might, see that this person kind of like is the one trying really hard for their family. They might be like the oldest sibling or older. That could be significant, but it's a beautiful energy. And I think one thing I'm noticing about this connection is it's really gonna heal you both. It's gonna make you two both get better in many, many areas. Like you're gonna learn a lot from each other is what I've heard. Tell me more about this connection, where it's gonna go. You might live at different places when you meet. You might meet, like I said, either online, through traveling. At the beginning, you might live in totally different places, but over time you might be, traveling and seeing each other and moving in together. I also keep seeing somebody in the medical field, or somebody that could be kind of like into philanthropy, helping people, charity. All right, so that could be significant. How is this connection going to go? Cancer, Scorpio is very significant. Leo, Aries, Gemini, and Virgo, as well as Pisces. How far is this connection going to go? Tell me more in regards to what's going to be happening. For some of you, I also think this is somebody who's very, very big on loyalty. Like throughout the course of the connection, there could be past people, all right, showing up in the life, in your life or their life. But I think it's very important to stick together and to give each other communication, clear communication. Because there's something showing up in the reading as trust. Having to trust each other, having to be fully communicative and loyal. So that's the energy that I'm seeing. I even feel like at first somebody could be trying to self-sabotage this connection, or there's a chance that, they're not going to be really letting you fully into their life. But then over time, they're going to open up to you more and more. Any other messages? Rubies could be significant. All right, color red could be significant. Let me see more in regards to this person and you. And again, for some of you at first, maybe when you're meeting with this person, their finances isn't good or yours isn't. But throughout time, you're going to be having better choices that you're going to be making. And like I said, two of the things that I'm noticing is trust and, having each other's back and giving each other's each other reassurance. Because those could be the two fears. Like, I think you're also dealing with somebody that might have abandonment issues, or might, think about you leaving them at a certain point if they're not good enough for you. So they might have certain insecurities around that. But I think it's somebody quite loving. And something around their family keeps showing up in the reading. Like you might learn that something happened in regards to their family, or that how they were treated or something like that, okay? But they're very attached to you. They're very much clingy and when it comes to you. Any other messages do we have? Card just fell down. You have calling in your soulmate and separation. So like I said, for some of you, there's a chance you might be far when you two connect and then you get closer. Maybe from long distance, you're going to be closer together. But with this card being also here, the spirit is saying when this person enters your life, the loneliness is going to go away and you're going to enter a new beginning where you really feel like you're secure and, you know, you have someone by your side. So it's a beautiful, loving connection. Is there anything else you want to tell me about this person? They might have went through a lot of different connections before they met you. Like what you're going to realize is this person has judged a lot of people before in their past and realized they don't want to be with anyone, or they might have had a lot of different options that they just let go of, okay? So they might have a lot of different options when you connect with them, but I think what's going to really bring you two closer together is how much level of understanding there is between you two. And your conversations might also be very, very deep, you know? So that could be significant. Like you just feel each other on a completely different level, you know? But somebody could be into like spirituality, psychology. Somebody might write books, be an artist, okay? Medical field. That could be significant, but that's what I heard. So that's your read. Very healing connection. Very, very healing connection. And I think at first, even this person might not admit it, all right? In regards to how healing this connection is. But over time, they're going to realize, you know, how protective you are and vice versa. So let's move forward. Letter Z, D, L, P, N, as well as J, H, and R could be significant. And G, okay? Someone could have two E's or L's within their name. First name or last name. And let's move forward to do Sag, okay? Let's do Sagittarius and see what wants to come through. Did you like this reading? I liked it. It's very cute. Let's do Sag and see what the energy is for Sagittarius. Sag, how are you going to know that they're the one? How are you going to know that they're the one? Some of you jewelry store, I heard, Sag. So it could be somebody that wants to get you a ring or get engaged, potentially get married. Maybe somebody works at a jewelry store. I just heard that. That could be significant. Maybe somebody's Jewish or has like, comes from a different background than you. Come from a strict background. All right. I just heard Jarrett's. So let's see in regards to you. Somebody could be into beauty, fashion. What's the energy in regards to Sag? Sag, who are you dealing with? How do you know that you've met the one? How do you know you've met the one? How do you know you met the one? Ooh, okay. Got the hawk. I like that card. Heavy fire, air energy. This is a hunter. Some of you hunter, the word hunter could be significant. This is somebody that when you connect with them, they're going to be very dominating. Throughout the course of the connection, you're going to see how dominating they are, how much they like to kind of like have control over things, hover, you know, over things. This might be the type that likes to be, you know, in control. It's giving Aries, fire energy, all right, or air. For some of you, could be even somebody that might, you know, be very opinionated in their own way. Like they might have very strong like opinions. Um, could be somebody that also is not afraid to say what's on their mind. All right, like I said, they're also very, very successful, Sag. So one thing you're going to notice about their work, they're very successful. They always strive to be better. They're always on time. You know, this is somebody that is very strategic, very, very successful. Um, I think when you're on their side, you know, like if you decide that you want to agree with this person, they're going to be really protective of you, very providing. All right. Could be somebody that might pay for you, pay your bills, takes care of you. It's just giving Big Daddy energy. Okay. Bye. Ah, it's like giving, you know, I'll take care of you. Don't worry about it. You want this? I'll get it for you. I like your read. Um, I also think they might stalk you quite a lot, or they might like make sure you're not talking to anybody else or you're not doing anything behind their back at times. All right. So that could be something that they're gonna, you know, do. If this is a woman, for example, could be also someone that also wants to be in control. All right. So you again take it as it resonates based on the gender that you have. All right. So let's see more about this person and your connection. They're very confident in your reading. Again, water, fire energy, a little bit of earth. Another way you're going to know who this is, they're always very busy. Like they're busy, always working. They always have things to do, places to be in. So this is not a bum. This ain't no lazy person, all right, who has a, you know, no sense of direction of where they're going. It's somebody very put together, direct, you know. And they might earn a lot of money or save a lot. Okay, they're very good with their money. So could be somebody in finance, sales, marketing, retail, all right. Or it's you again. They might even have their own business, okay? Any other messages in regards to this person? I like your read. I think for a lot of you, this is a person who's going to really want to take this connection far. But the only thing they want from you is loyalty and understanding. And at times, I think it's also really important to this person that you listen to them or that you're not trying to trigger them. I was just talking about this in Gemini's read. I also think they don't like shady people. Like one thing you're going to realize, they don't like it when someone's shady. So, you know, it's like hiding, try to not hide anything from this person or be straight up with them. Even when it comes to things that you really want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So, like don't be trying to act shady or nothing. Maybe it's for you or their again energy. But what I'm also seeing is a child in regards to the future. So there's a child you might, there's a chance you might have children, maybe more than one. I also think for some of this person could have a very close connection to their mother, or their mother is going to really like you, or they could have a very, you know, intimidating mother. I don't know why I heard that, but that's the energy that I saw. But very self-made, somebody who's not afraid to be alone. And they're showing up as an achiever, all right? They're very good at achieving things. If they set a goal, they go ahead and do it. Any other messages you want to tell me? I think for some of you, this person truly loves how you flirt with them. You could be a big flirt. Could be somebody that also feels like they want to teach you a lot of things, especially if you're younger than them, or maybe at times they feel like they're older than you. It's somebody, I'm telling you, it's giving Big Daddy vibes, all right? If there's a woman, again, you switch it. But you know what I'm saying. It's like, okay, they want to take care of you. They want to show you, you know, how to do things, teach you how to do things. It's somebody that, you know, is going to take care of you, basically. Any other messages do we have? So you got the Six of Action, which is, again, my fire energy. So this connection is going to be very successful. And I think for some of you, you're going to get all the attention you need from this person. And they're going to really prioritize you, you know? And I'm hearing they're going to take you out on like trips that they're going to be on, or they're going to, take you to different places. It's giving like they might even want you to like not work, or if you don't want to work, you cannot work and they would work. Or you could stay at home. You know what I'm saying? This is the type that really doesn't care of how much money you make, but you know, they're okay with however you are. So that could be significant for you. Good read. They really like how you like sweet talk them though. They really like the sweet talking or flirting energy. So we all know you're very flirty, Sag. So let's move forward to do Cap and see what's going on for Capricorn. Almost there. Almost there. Some December could also be very significant. Around December, something could be happening. And let's move forward to do Capricorn. I don't know why I heard the name Michael for some of you. Maybe the letters in that name, Michael, could be significant. So let's move forward. I need to do the biggest stretch or do roller skating. It's probably too hot to go roller skating right now. I like it more around evening time. So let's move forward. Get them likes up in case you haven't liked this video already. And if you want to book for a personal, you totally can by reaching out on my website, sabastarot.com. Okay? You say it as my back on something. Yeah, I'll probably lay my back here. You're right. How come I didn't do it before? Because I've been live for almost is it more than 2 hours? Probably. I think probably almost going to the third hour now. So, all right. You're right. Okay, it's better. Capricorns, no, they haven't started just yet. Okay, Capricorn, are we ready? Let's start. In regards to Capricorn, how do you know that they're the one? How do you know that they're the one? Ow. How do you know that they're the one? From 2025 to 2027, how can you tell? Hummingbird. Somebody very social. Why do I have to feel the need to say this to you? Either they're very social for the type of work that they do, or they're very social with you. Could be somebody very resourceful. They know a lot. They like to learn. They're kind of nerdy. If you ever see hummingbirds, you know, how they their wings just, moves very quickly, basically. So for somebody, this could be somebody very social. They like adventure. They like to go around. Could be someone also that communicates quite frequently with you or is very good at communication with you. So it's a great, great energy. I also think for some of you, when you connect with this person, you might have just like gone through a phase of loneliness or singlehood. You could even be depressed or not really feeling well when you meet with this person. But I think things are going to change. Again, either I'm tapping onto your energy or theirs. They're also going to sexually very much open you up, Capricorn, whoever this person is. They're going to sexually open you up. And they might have a big family. They might come from a big family. Or they might open you up to the possibilities that are out there, especially if you're single, if you have been on your own for quite a long time. I don't know why I keep getting that. So let's see more in regards to this person and who they are. Let's see more. Who's this person? How are you going to know? They might be a little bit younger than you. Heavy air, earth energies showing up in the reading. Could be somebody that also is very, like I said, communicative. Letter M, R, D, B, G, as well as H and U could be significant letters. K as well. Somebody could have two M's within their name. Either first name or last name. But this is the type that really would appreciate communication between you. It's reminding me of a reading I just did. I think it was Taurus, I don't quite remember. Like there's a type that if something happens, they're like, oh, are you okay? You know, they constantly ask you how you are. It's like they care a lot. They're full of empathy. For some of you are showing up being, long-term with this person. Could definitely go as far as marriage. Could definitely go as far as, having a wedding together. I would also say, like I said, this person could come from a family that is quite big, or it's your family. Again, you take it as it resonates. They might also want to have a big family with you. Like they might communicate that they want to have a big family. They want to have kids. They want to, be a father or be a mother. But they're showing up as at the beginning, like your connection's gonna be kind of like playful, lighthearted, and then it's gonna turn into a relationship, I think, Like at first I think you're just trying to figure each other out. And I'm hearing razne, in Russian, which means different. Like at first you both might be kind of different than each other. You know what I'm saying? So let's see more in regards to this person. Scorpio season could be significant, all right? Or somebody could have Scorpio within their chart. I also see with this energy for some of you, like I said, you might meet them right after you're coming out of a depressive phase of your life, or this is a person that is going to be a catalyst of a new, beautiful, wonderful beginning, okay? So that could be significant. Is there anything else you want to tell me about this person? Color red could be very significant. Can I also tell you something? Some of you at the beginning, you're going to really clam up. You're going to really not be open at all to this person at the beginning. You're going to question this connection. You're going to try to beat this connection to logic, like to make sense of it all. I think at first you're going to be kind of still in the survival mode when you connect with them. Don't tell me. And you might even think they're here to hurt you, but there's a lot of self-sabotaging energy, so you might be kind of prone to doing that when you first connect with them. But for some reason, I think you're going to slowly realize that they want nothing but the best for you. Or next thing you know, you're involved with them and you're intimate with them and you're used to them. But very colorful personality. Somebody that you can open up to and not worry about, what you're going to say. Yeah. I think you're gonna also have great intimacy, great, you know, sexy time with them. But something about, you know, not letting your things that happened in the past be transferred to this connection, you know. So if you had a lot of bad things happen to you in the past, or people that stood you up or did this and that, you know, but basically the spirit is saying don't project it onto this connection, or don't think that this is going to be the same. I'm telling you, this might lead to, you know, marriage. Can you tell me anything about like what they do? Could they could kind of like work in an environment where they have to talk a lot? They make a lot of phone calls. Something with the voice energies coming through. Um, could be also having someone that, you know, they could be in the manager position. They could take care of other people's work. Could be in law or something governmental, all right, that they do, or finances. But I'm hearing the type of work that they do, people rely, you know, on them quite a lot at their work. So it's important for them to earn people's trust in what they do. So that could be significant. Again, like I said, at first you're not going to be sure, but the next thing you know, you're already used to them. And they really get you out of your singlehood, your comfort zone. So, you know, at the beginning, you might be really used to being alone and being single, but over time, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, you know, I can't ever go back ever again. So that could be significant. Strong Virgo, Aries energy, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Strong air, though. So that's your reading. That's your reading. Beautiful read, though. They're really going to try to get in your heart, though, you know, especially at the beginning of the connection. I don't know why I keep getting that. Let's move forward to do Aquarius and see what the energy is. All right. Let's move forward to do Aquarius. Are we ready? Did you hit that like button? In case you want to book for a personal, you can also do so by reaching out on my website, sabbathster.com. Thank you, Angela. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. Philomena, how's everyone doing? Okay. So I would pass for an Egyptian queen. Okay. All right. Are you ready to do Aquarius? Aquarius, let's see who we're dealing with. Do you like the reads today? Coming sneeze. Whew. Let's see. Aquarius, who are you dealing with? Thank you for all the blessings. So sweet. Aquarius, how are you going to know you've met the one? How are you gonna know that you've met the one? I like how we had different cards for each sign though. I really like that. How are you know you've met the one? How are you gonna know who this is? Are you ready? The blank card wanted to show itself. How are you gonna know who this is? Ooh, okay. Some of you, the blank card could, actually mean that this is someone completely new, someone that you don't know. It could also be talking about someone that is showing up in your life when there's a new beginning, like is coming along with a new beginning. They could have water in their chart. Water, earth. Could be someone very emotional. They're showing up also as someone that they might be very attracted to your body. Like that you might hear they're attracted to your body. They might compliment your body, be obsessed with your body, whatever, again, however much you weight. Could be somebody that is an old soul, or they might be very mature. Might not be very talkative though. Could be somebody that more likes to sit at a corner. They don't like to really kind of like participate. They're a little bit more introverted is what I'm getting. I also feel like they could be shy. At the beginning, they're going to be a little bit shy or passive as well. They're not going to be super, out there. They could love like swimming for some of you. They could love like taking a shower with you. I don't know. It's just somebody that really likes intimacy and being close to you. And something about this person also makes me think like they might love cuddling. It's just giving water vibes. Okay. So let's see more about this person. Tell me more about. I like your read. It's very cute. You might meet them around winter time or when it's cold. Or someone might be born around that time. You take it as it resonates. Tell me more about this person. Could be an earth, water sign. They could be a workaholic. They might work quite a lot. I also feel like for some of you, this could be someone mixed. Come from a different background. I even feel like potentially for some of you, this person could travel a lot for their work as well, or you might meet them online or while traveling. They're also showing up in the reading like really agreeable. Like they might agree to everything you say. They might be the type, they don't like to kind of like confront things with you. They tend to repress their feelings. One thing you're going to realize, like they repress a lot. They might not talk about the things that hurt them, but they repress. Letters A, G, E, S, D, W, and P could be significant letters somebody could have within their name. Initials. L also is coming through. And H. Tell me more in regards to this connection. You are my fire, the one desire. Some of you could have fire in your chart too. So throughout the course of this connection, you're going to really see that you inspire this person. You're like their fuel. Like their mood's going to depend on you. Everything's going to depend on you. And I think the reason is because they care a lot about you. It's a little bit codependent to say, but I think it's because they care a lot. And again, somebody very agreeing to you. It's like they feel like you're right most of the time. They agree with you. They kind of dance to your tune in a way that they're very much of a pleaser. They like to see you pleased. Kind of similar to Cancer's read. I also think they care a lot about your comfort, whether you're comfortable. Like if you were to, let's say, if someone were to be pregnant in the connection, they'd like want to take care of them, make things easier for them. You know, it's just a very gentle person. Tell me more in regards to this connection. So it's someone who's going to really go above and beyond, would make the effort card. Somebody also might have a pet or children. Maybe you're going to end up having, or pets or whatever. I also feel like, yeah, this connection could, you know, lead to marriage or lead to children. And again, pets, I keep seeing, you might share pets together. But I also think for a lot of you, this is somebody who's going to really give their all, you know. They're not going to question. They're going to give their all. Check out the whale totem, all right? So it could represent your person or it could represent you. But it's a beautiful energy. Is there anything else you want to tell me about this connection? At times, you might even see that they overwhelm yourselves just to see you happy. Okay, like they might go above and beyond, especially when it comes to your birthday, specific, you know, holidays, occasions. They might give you a lot of gifts. But someone very overgiving. You have the best read. You have a beautiful reading. Very overgiving, overdoer. They might also drink, okay? Hopefully this is somebody that, you know. But I'm hearing when they're drunk, you know, they might say things, or they might be able to express more things to you that they've never had before. So that could be significant. Because they don't talk much, but maybe when they're drunk they do. You know what I'm saying? Elle, you see, sent an email to book a personal reading a couple of times. I haven't received anything yet. Send it again today, Elle, if you can. So I'll respond to you, honey. I don't know why you haven't gotten anything, because I pretty much responded. If you sent it yesterday, most likely I haven't gotten to you yet, okay? So just go on my website, salvatore.com, fill in the form today, and I'll get to you soon. Can't wait to have the reading. But yeah. Somebody, this person could also be in love with your cooking, or in love with baking, or in love with you pampering them. I don't know. It's just like giving me a like a little kid energy, like somebody that just wants to be pampered. Very similar to Cancer read. Very, very similar. Okay. You say I should have a sip and tarot night. I don't know. I wouldn't want to drink and get on here. That'd be kind of weird. I don't want to get super emotional. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Something with drinking that came through. But very, very sweet person. Very, very sweet. And I think at times they might want to act like they want to be alone, but really they just want to be held, and they want you to be sweet to them. Very similar to Cancer reads. So check that out in case you want to know more about your person. And let's move forward to do Pisces, okay? This is somebody who doesn't really raise their voice, you know, like, you know, they don't do anything to intentionally hurt you. Very mellow person. They might also be the youngest child, or, you know, the only child, but you take it as resonates. So let's move forward to do Pisces. Matthew, thank you, Matthew, for that super chat. You say, yeah, I'm gorgeous. Thank you, Matthew. Wielden, I appreciate you. You say you rebuke this. Oh, here we go. There's another troll. You rebuke. Well, I rebuke having someone broke as you on this channel, all right? That's what I rebuke. I rebuke the broken you. Just saying. That's what I rebuke. You have something to rebuke? I do too. I rebuke the broke, busted, and disgusted spirit in you. All right? Just saying. You ain't the only one rebuking things. Just saying. Brokey. Okay? Hey, Thomas. Thank you, Matthew, for that super chat. I appreciate you. See, this is what I mean. If you think I'm gorgeous, send a super chat, all right? Don't be just sitting there trying to tell me how I look like. Send a super chat. That's the real way of giving a compliment. Just saying. For the ones in the back. So you rebuke the rebukers. All right, guys, we ready? You say I'm married. Am I married? I don't know. Do I look married to you? Am I Israeli? Y'all, stop with the questions. Hi, Gusha. Hello. What are you doing? Gusha was so cuddly yesterday. It was crazy. Cuddly today, too? What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. That's funny how I was talking about a dog in the Aquarius read. I actually really want a dog. I'm imagining my future house gonna be probably a zoo because I'm gonna have so many different like animals running around. I'm gonna get a parrot. I'm gonna have like different cats. You know, I'm gonna have definitely a zoo. It's gonna be a zoo. I so want to have a snake, y'all. Oh, I want to have. Give me a snake. You know, I love snakes. And I want a black Mexican one. You know, I don't want just the. I mean, pythons are also cool. But yeah. What are you doing? You say I have a snake. Her name is Maya Wallace. Oh my gosh. Are you for real? Had her for 10 years. Yeah, that's what I like about snakes because they last really long. They can grow up to 30 years. 30, 20, 30 years. You could even have them as a life partner, you know? What are you doing? What are you doing down there? All right. Some people are scared of them, though. I've heard a lot of people being scared. I think they're really cute with their little eyes and their little tongue. All right. Let's move forward to do Pisces, y'all. Let's do Pisces. I can't believe it's already going to be 3. I've been doing this for almost 3 hours. It's crazy. Somebody reached out to me that event a guy basically made a short about, like on YouTube about me or something. It's like, girl, this is what is this? Get him off or something out of here. I actually want more people to create shorts about me. So if you ever have an idea, you want to tag me, mention me, you want to make, I don't know, shorts about me, reels, do it. Do it. If you want to collaborate, mention me, do it. You know what I'm saying? I think I need more people doing that. Thank you, Janice. You're very sweet. You're magical. All right. Pisces, how are you going to know they're the one? How are you going to know? 2025 to 2027. How are you going to know? How are you going to know this is? How are you going to know? Ready? How are you going to know? How are you going to know this is, Pisces? Let's see. I was just talking about snakes. Are you kidding? That's crazy. What? Okay, that is, and I don't know if that's not a sign. I don't know what is. Isn't that crazy? I was just talking about snakes. Must be the spirit telling me, okay, go and get that snake. Some of you could be dealing, crazy. You could be dealing with an earth sign, a fire sign. I want to tell you, Pisces, you're dealing with somebody that heals you, that might provoke you or trigger you on certain aspects, but they're really healing you and they're here to teach you a lot. I think could be somebody that is very strong. They could be very independent. They could have their own, like ideas, They're very strong-minded, very independent. They might have issues around the family, or they might have moved away from their family, is something you might understand from them. I also feel like, yeah, they could have fire in their chart, Leo energy strongly. At first, they could be a little bit aloof. They could be a little bit closed off or guarded when it comes to you. But I feel like over time, they're slowly going to be opening up to you. All right. Especially if you're willing to grow with them. For some of you, I feel like this is somebody who sees themselves as quite like, they feel like they've been through a lot of things and not a lot of people can understand them. So I think they feel like maybe at first when you even meet them, they're going to tell you that they're meant to be single or that they're meant to be independent or alone. But I think you're going to be the reason why they're going to believe in love again and why they're going to trust. But I think when you meet them, they're going to be really independent on their own, self-sufficient, self-made. And you're going to make that change in their life. You're going to kind of show them, and it could be vice versa too. You're going to show them what it's really like to be loved. Yeah, a lot of independence, single energy. Might be somebody very spiritual, very focused on their work. They might be also very successful financially too, is something that I'm noticing. Could be someone that doesn't like criticism. Could be someone that's very, they have a very leadership energy. And I think they don't like criticism. If you were to criticize them, they wouldn't like it at all. So we're going to see more. I'm hearing they don't have a big circle of friends. They only have a couple of friends that they go to and family members. They don't really like, they don't try to get out of their way to get attention from anyone, It's giving Cillian Murphy vibes, you know what I mean? You know how he's in like this huge actor, but then he doesn't go out of his way to get attention? Kind of giving the same vibe. I'm not saying the person you're going to end up is, him. Just saying, all right? I know there's going to be one comment. Oh my gosh, Sabbath. Is Cillian Murphy the one for me? Anyway, let's see. Tell me about this person and the connection. How do you know you met the one? For somebody, this could be somebody rich. I'm telling you, they might be rich. They might earn quite a lot of money. I also feel like they could be multi-talented, kind of similar to Cancer's read a little bit. They might be an immigrant or foreigner. They might come from a different state or background, city. Also, when you meet them, they could be studying something, or they could be like focusing on, a business or a project is something that I'm hearing as well. But this is somebody that does different things all at once, They're not at all boring when it comes to their work. They like to do different things all at once. I also think this is somebody who's very, if you're somebody that goes, by rules, this is somebody that is quite the opposite of you. They don't like to go by rules. They like to be spontaneous. They have their own, will. They like to do things in their own timing. So this is not somebody who's scared at all to move forward. So let's see in regards to how this connection is going to go. It's going to be very healing, especially if you two both have been through things. But why do I feel the need to say, for some of you, communication with this person is going to be sometimes hard. You're going to know how to communicate with them because sometimes they might get like defensive. They might get kind of like guarded with the things you say. I think it's someone that is also really like prone to thinking that people are out there to hurt them. Like they don't trust no one. So I think the way you talk to them is going to be very important to them. They are showing up though, really making you go through this financial abundance. Like they're going to be there to help you be your biggest fan. They're going to take care of you. I even feel like for a lot of you, you're going to, I'm hearing, have access to a lot of money because of them, because they could be very rich, like I said, or take care of you. Two things I realized, though, this person tends to kind of isolate themselves, which is not really good. Like at times when they don't really feel like things are going according to plan, or you two might, have arguments, they might tend to isolate themselves. So that's something that I saw. And I think for a lot of you, it's not because they want to get away from you. It's because they want you to understand them or have another way of talking to them. So that could be significant. But I also keep feeling like this connection is going to bring a lot of safety to both of you, especially if you know, grew up with some certain things that you didn't like, that you thought was toxic. I think this connection is going to give you the ground, the foundation that you need. The safety, the, happiness that you need. So that could be significant. Any other messages? Like I said, there might be some red flags at the beginning. And I think these red flags are more showing up as things that this person is not healed from, that they will be healing, throughout the course of the connection. But another message I also see is this person might have dealt with a lot of like betrayal too within their past. They could be trying to let go of and get over. Some of you, like I said, I even feel like this red flags could be from both of you. It doesn't have to be just one person. But you both are, like I said, working on it and being together. But it's going to be a very, very beautiful connection. Very strong connection. Because I always talk about snakes, right? Snakes are very intuitive, but also they have one strong backbone, right? So that backbone represents the first chakra mostly, and it talks about somebody who's very grounded. So I think when it comes to this connection, you're going to have a very you're going to feel very grounded and safe when you're with this person. And I think you're going to always feel like there's stability, you know? And you're going to take leaps of faith together. So this person's not the type that would leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? So, any other messages do we have for you? For some of you, I also feel like at times you might take care of each other when you get sick, or there's a chance that there could be also like your family that you might have close to you. Like, let's say if you were to like get together, you might live closer to each other's family. So that could be significant for you, is what I heard. But it's showing up as a connection that, again, this person is very, they're they're prone to isolation, so they're learning how to be close, you know, how to be a part of a family, if that makes sense. So that could be significant for you. Is there anything else that there is for Pisces in regards to this connection? Yeah, you do have the marriage card. So again, like I said, heavy earth and fire, particularly. I think I did show you what signs I also saw. Virgo, Libra, Leo, Sag could be significant. Capricorn and Scorpio they might have also within their chart. All right. Cancer as well that show up in your read. So yeah, beautiful. Is there anything else you want to tell me? Six of Abundance. So like I said, it's going to be a very reciprocal connection and full of money. You two might even help a lot of people, you know, together, or you might be interested in doing like philanthropy or whatever. But this is also talking about somebody could be in the medical field or helping people, you know, that could be it. But a connection full of love and reciprocity, very healing. So that could be significant. All right, I love this. Full of money. It's like a connection where you two never run out of money and you just have more and more and a good control over money as well. So that could be significant, basically. So that's what I heard. In case the reading did resonate, do like, share, and subscribe. Did you resonate with the reading? I love this reading today. The reading today was really, really beautiful. Hi, Prude. How are you doing, Prude? All right. I'm gonna answer the questions that were already sent, all right, before I go. So hit that like button for sure for your girl in case you've forgotten or you haven't already. And we're gonna answer these questions. Jaretta, I say it was connecting. Okay, girl, I'm happy. Hit the like button. Did I eat? I have not. I just had I made a sandwich for myself not long ago. But I haven't had lunch. So yeah. So don't be sending me questions, you guys. I'm going to have to go soon, okay? So no questions, please, because I got to go. Okay. Lisa, I say, is this person trying to another person? Will the relationship last? I think this person could be speaking or working with women, is what I heard, but not in a romantic way. It could be that they're just speaking, or in a cordial way. So that could be it. In regards to your relationship, yeah, it does have the potential to last. Um, Especially about winter time, it could be significant. So yeah. Stefani, will you find a new job? Most likely, yes. I'd say timing of it is definitely happening around November. From now until November 5th, you could be finding it, but November is a very significant month for you when you could be, finding it. So that could be significant. Elisa, will this person ask to marry? There could be thinking, thoughts about it. So they are, I think, thinking about that. I also feel like this is somebody who's wanting to see what it's like to be closer, or maybe, go on a trip together. I'm seeing trips first. So they could be planning trips or wanting to, go out a little bit more. So maybe it's more of a new connection, but you tell me. So yeah, I would say they are thinking about that. Sherry, any messages from your family now? They want to tell you that they're very proud of you, that you're doing a great job, that some days, even not by doing anything, you're still doing good, all right? It's important that you still keep going. I also see a beautiful relationship that you're getting yourself ready for, That could be very long term. Earth, water sign could be significant, so that could be it. Chanel, how will your dog's training go? Will it be worth it? It will be worth it, but it needs to be for a longer period of time. So I don't know if it's affordable or not, but I heard it needs to be for a longer period of time. But it is worth it. I definitely say it's worth it. Especially if you were to train them and at home as well a little bit. Similarly, it would be a good idea. Cherry's journal. Should you focus solely on YouTube, or will looking for a 9 to 5 payoff soon? Also, do I see anything? Um so what is it that you want to make on YouTube? That's the thing. I usually say do both, take action towards each and see which one is taking off better. I think for you in particular, you could earn money from both of these, streams of income. You could have the YouTube and you could have a full time, but I'd say YouTube definitely could take off. You just need to give yourself time to edit things, to get more ready. Maybe not only on YouTube, maybe you could be on other platforms too, but I don't necessarily feel like you need a 9 to 5. Financially speaking, I think you'd be good doing just one, but if you feel like you need that extra, money, then do it. Do I see love? I do see love, and could be with somebody you already know or you've already connected with. Potentially, it could be that there's more communication or feelings revealed with someone you already know. But it could be someone that you're either reconnecting with or you're, starting to talk to again, is what I heard. So that could be significant. Any messages? I'm hearing you're gonna reunite with someone, or there's a chance you might, heal a connection that you might have thought was, there was drama in. You're gonna, reach a peaceful resolution. There's also gatherings that I see from now up until about the end of October. Gatherings or trips, which is a good energy and closeness. So overall, it's good. Yeah. Okay. Go with answer. What is this person's intentions? Their intentions could be work less to be able to come and see you, or to travel to see you, travel with you. So it could be someone whose intentions is to, be able to make more time for the connection that you two have and connect with you much more. So I don't know if they have like a certain time frame or schedule, but it could be that they want to see you and connect with you much more. So I'm seeing travels showing up in November, December, and this person potentially making more time. So that's what I heard. Tulip, y'all, no more questions. I don't know, in what language do you want me to talk? When I say I gotta go, I gotta go. All right, y'all. I don't know in what language you want me to start speaking to tell you I'm not answering anymore. Anyway, Tulip, any message in romantic love for you? New love I see could be with somebody that's a foreigner or comes from another background. They could be also very, very romantic. Could be a water sign potentially, or they could have water or air within their chart. They also could be into IT, programming, okay, technology, that could be significant, or engineering, so that could be significant for you. Sarah, the person I described if I sound like her. It wasn't easy to read people's minds and have them isolate, do I think? Do I see that with the person you'll marry? Two things. I mean, you can watch your moon rising Venus, all right, if the sun doesn't resonate with you. It could just be talking about a current energy that you've been dealing it as well. But you're not supposed to be reading minds in a relationship. You're supposed to have open communication. All right. That's why you need to communicate. So I'd say with the person that you're connecting with in the future, they could have fire in their chart, but they're showing up as communicative. Um, and if somebody tends to isolate themselves, all you have to do is tell them in regards to, that you don't like what they do and that you need a clear explanation because it's not really a good sign, it's not normal. So just have a conversation. Be communicative. But something tells me your connection, the new connection, is going to be much healthier and different and peaceful. So I'm not seeing someone from the past, to be honest. Stefani, I already answered you. I said from now up until about November, but specifically November 5th could be significant for you. So yeah. Sage Moon, hello. You say messages. Thank you for the 50 messages month of October in love. Any message? For the new year, I see a relationship that could be growing into something way more. I'm seeing a family, for one's energy, moving in together, traveling. The Hierophant could be a fire sign or a Taurus, or have these within their chart. Aquarius energy could be significant. So I'm channeling a connection could really, really go far between you and someone. For October, I see like flirtatious energy. I see someone who's consistent, and they could be surprising you or they could be taking you out quite a lot. But I also feel like they could be having something, serious in their mind, whoever this is. Could be also a person who's a little bit older than you, or they're very mature, is what I heard. So that could be significant. But next year, you have a relationship. I don't know if you're already with them or not, but you have a relationship with a fire energy or a Taurus, but someone who's very serious of wanting to be with you and wants to be exclusive. So you keep that in mind, okay? All right. But October, there's dates, there's going out. And up until the next year, I see you already connecting with someone on a very serious, intimate level. So yeah. Inseparable energy. No more questions. I won't answer. If you send, I will not answer because I have to go. Dev, any message for a love life? Any new person coming? Could be someone new coming that you could be meeting online. And they could, I just heard the name Robert in my head, so it could have letters of that name within their name. Like, yeah. Could be from a different background, but I'm seeing online energy. or potentially you could meet them and then meet them in person. But heavy air energy and fire could be significant in regards to the person that's coming through. So yeah, I'm hearing movies. You might watch movies, or could be someone who has the same hobbies as you. Mariam, what is this person's actions? Could be someone who keeps tabs on you, could, watch you, stalk you, see your pictures, but I don't see much action from them. Could be more someone who's trying to keep it on the down low and not really reaching out. So potentially just watching. I think they're trying to also give you a hint that they're interested by doing something online, or maybe, giving you a hint online, but I don't see that they're really making a big gesture. So I don't know if you're not talking right now, or there's a chance that you two, are not communicating, but I get their energy being very mellow, you know, but that's what I got. Thank you, Sage Moon. They might also assume you're with someone else, or they could be thinking that you only could see them as a friend of yours, like maybe friend zone them or something happened. But for some reason, I have a sense that, yeah. In regards to when you could be communicating, I do see it from now up until about December. But I also think they really want you to be the one talking to them. So I don't know, again, if you kind of give them a sign that you're not interested or you don't see them the same way, but it's someone who's waiting on you to say something. So that's kind of what I got. You might even mirror each other with the mirror energy that I saw. So yeah. Bea, you say love for October. Um you do have few options. I do feel like there's few options, but there's one person that's coming towards you that's going to be totally your type from now up until about March, which is Aries season. So the spirit is saying basically you keep all of your options open, because if you're not interested in anyone, there's someone new coming that you will be interested in. So the spirit is saying basically, yeah, there's somebody totally your type coming in from now up until about Aries season, about March. And they might be very, very your type. I don't know why I get that. But if there's nobody right now your type, the spirit is saying keep them options open. And that doesn't mean you're going to meet them right then, but you can meet them from now up until then. But don't be stuck on just a person from the past or be waiting around, all right? Keep your options open, because you might meet the one from now up until then. So, yeah. So, yeah. Does anyone have any other questions for me before I go? You say I said enough? I'll be here till like 2 more minutes and then I'm going. Okay, looking forward, whatever comes out. You have financial abundance coming through, and timing of it is coming through within the next 2 months. So you might go actually through financial change. And I'm hearing within the current, work that you're doing, there could be also there could be something on the side that you might start, or like another business that might come up, or another position from now up until the next 6 months, but mostly from now up until about June. But a lot of work abundance coming through, which is significant. So let me give a big shout out to all my mods. I love you all very, very much. Thank you so much for being here, helping me. Thank you to Sarah. Thank you, Amal, Tony, Tori, Wake Up Girl. I want to thank Lucky Star, yeah, Gemstone, Muriel. I want to thank all of you for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Sarah. Oh my gosh, girl. Here you go, spoiling me. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, my sweetie. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to text the girl. I love you so much. You're my sweetie. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I love you. She's an earth angel. She's totally an earth angel. Always spoiling me, giving me so much love. I appreciate you, Sarah. Thank you so much for that. You mean so much to me. Thank you to all the members. Maria, I see all of you. Bea. So I'm going to be going, you guys. Do hit this like button up, all right? So that other people can also find us. Thank you again, Sarah, for that. I really appreciate you. She's my sweetie. She's my angel. And I'm going to see you all soon. We're going to connect most likely tomorrow. We're going to, I'm going to reach out to you in regards to when I'm going to connect with you. And if you want to book for a personal, reach out to my website, savastrar.com. I'm offering personal reads. And yeah, basically you can reach out and we'll have a reading together. So I'll see you soon. Take good care of yourself and much love and light to you. All the kisses. Thank you, Sarah, again for that. I really, really, really appreciate you and thank you. Okay? Biggest hug, biggest kisses, and I'll see you soon. Пока. Bye-bye. Пока. See you. Пока. Bye-bye.